guys, and welcome back to Hummingbird Acres. This week we have been so fortunate enough to spend the week on our property, on our new homestead property. If you guys have not seen it, I will link a video below for you so you can see all of the things that our new homestead has to offer and some of the projects that we are working on. We are so excited to share this property with you. But we've been here this week. We have done a lot of little work around the property. My dad and I and the kids spent about 2 days out here surveying, finding the property line, putting the driveway, marking where the driveway was, figuring out where the Connex box is currently located, just so we can get an overall picture of what is already on our property and what we have to work with. It has been awesome to be able to come onto the property in the fall, winter, and actually get to see some of the things. We have found so many trails that we didn't know were here already, and it has also given us kind of more of an overall picture of some of the things we want to do. So one of the first things I saw when I walked on the property on, I guess it was Monday, was this group of trees here, the tree right here, and the tree right here. And the first thing I said is, they are in the way, they need to go. So we are going to cut those trees down today and get that all cleared up. This is gonna end up being like a driveway for us. And then I also saw this group of trees kind of right here. And these over here have some like vines and stuff on it. And these here, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm gonna talk to Jamie about maybe taking those out as well. I don't know though, maybe we'll just clean them up. I don't know, if you guys look up there, sorry, the sun's right there. But if you look up there, it's like all, I think that's kudzu covering that tree, which I don't really like. But we're gonna work on that. There was a trail we found right through there. We found so many trails just being here, so it was cool. I think the first thing Jamie's gonna do is get the lawnmower out, and he's gonna push mow around these trees so that we can then cut them all the way down to the ground. One of the things that we got to see, not something that happened while we were here this week, but one of the things that we got to see was this is where the clean out is for our septic tank. So we actually got to see where this was. There's a cap underneath all of those leaves. I'm not going to dig in there right now. But so we now know the tank is here. It is in good condition. We think it is pretty usable. And then we know that right here is the intake line for it. So we know kind of which way we're going to go with using this. One of the things that was discussed during this trip was where we are going to put the barn. So we are having a guy in New England design this barn for us. Should have the plans here soon to share with you guys. But our original thought was to put the barn way over there in that open space. But now that we know where the septic system is, we know that it works, and we want to use it, and we want to have the option to use that septic system in the barn as well. So I think what we have decided to do is we're going to put the barn here in this area right here. The Connex box will kind of go underneath these trees. Then we'll have the barn. The barn will have a lean-to on the side. And then we will have about 99 feet from this flag all the way over there for a campground. I did the math yesterday and kind of drew it out. We will be able to get 4 campsites here. The 4th one will be a little bit smaller, so a smaller camper, but we'll be able to get 4 campsites here, and then our campsite for our camper will be down over here, kind of where that yellow flag is right there, and then we will have the view of the mountains behind us. We think this will work with the slope and the contour of the land and make just better drainage, and we can have our traditional septic system and not have to put in a pump. And since the barn is not going to go here anymore, what we thought would be this would be a great place to put the kids' playground, the trampoline, and that kind of stuff. It would be close to us when we are in the camper, and it gets it here so that they can use it. So that will all go here. It will need to be leveled up a little bit, but we're not too concerned about that. One of the big things that we did while we were here this week is we got to do a lot of hiking and a lot of exploring. We found some great area for pasture if we ever want to clear for more pasture. The kids found the shack that we told them that we would fix up and we can turn into kind of like a play fort for them. They are super excited about that. And then we saw where the previous owners, or an owner down the line, had bridges over the creek, and we kind of liked, they're not there anymore, they fell in, but we kind of liked where they were, so we figured we might rebuild those bridges in those spots, because it would be good to have access to that side, and we can put in some more trails and just more ways to explore what we already have. Alright, we didn't get them all cut down. We kind of set a limit for ourselves today. We said we were going to work until about 2, and then we were going to head back. So we didn't get the dead one cut down, and there's another one that he didn't get. But overall, he got some good progress. We decided to leave all of the limbs and stuff out here, and we will get the tractor and load the bucket up. And this one here, you can see it starts here, goes that way, is a locust. I went to push it over and got a thorn through my hand. So this is a locust. We're going to use this for something. Not sure what yet. Hey guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us at the farmhouse. Next time we will be doing more work on the property here, or we will be back home in Maryland doing some work on that homestead, and we'll see you guys later.